Alright, just bought the new kit from Nokins. It's LED Deluxe golf carts for club carts. And my specific club cart is a Tempo right there. So I see that this is cheaper than what my Jax has online because I'm a cheap person. Do not want to spend too much money on golf cart for no good reason. I decided to give it a try. Let's see. I'm gonna follow up the video, see what it looks like. All right, let's quickly unpack this. We have two tail lights in that box. I have the headlights, second headlight. I have all the wiring, harness wire. Second set of harness wire. They have, I guess this is the light switch and blinker kit. I don't know what this is. I'm assuming this goes for the steering wheel once you run the wires through the steering wheel. Next, what's in here? This box has, I'm assuming, should be the DC AC converter. So yes, this is the DC AC converter. Perfect. I'm assuming these are for the headlight, and these are like cutting edges to help you cut through your golf cart's headlight. One more set of harness wire. Hole saw. This is nice that they have to include a 2mm hole saw at 30, so I don't have to go to Home Depot to get a new set. I got two more things to open up here. This box has, oh, actually, this is the DC. This is what is the brake? This is the brake. Let me see. This one's definitely okay. This is the brake. Oh, this is the horn. Oh, ha! Yeah, this is the horn. And this is the DC converter. Last thing here in the box is the installation instruction manual. All right, so this is what I do next. So I open up my batteries, turn the golf cart into tow mode. And right now I'm using a 13mm range to remove the positive and negative. Next, what I did was I ran the wire through right underneath the trim. Ran the light wire and then the headlight wire in. So I have not connected anything yet. My plan is to just go right ahead and cut out the headlights and cut out the tail light. I already measured what I need to cut. Right there, I'm about to drill the hole and then install them, and then I will take care of connecting everything else after I have put those in place. Guys, the next step is essentially I just took the template on the kit, put the template here, and I decided to just cut with the hole saw through the template. So I thought that would be easier for me to just go ahead and go on circle. I already cut the first one. I'm ready to push in the headlight in it. So I'm gonna do that the same for the second side. So the template's fairly easy to use, so pretty straightforward. So essentially after I cut off the hole on the trim, I had to remove the trim. The kit that I have, essentially you have to, there's a screw, it's a pre-installed type of kit. You have to put it through here, and it comes with 2 screws. You have to screw it in position. Then after you put essentially what do you call this?
The bumper?
The bumper back onto the golf cart. After you put the bumper back, you just put the bezel, just to essentially finish the trim of the headlight. All right, next step you install the braking light system. Fairly easy. Essentially, this kit comes with a hook. Just untie the bolt, put the hook, tie the bolt, and then it comes loose here. And then it comes with 2 screws. All you have to do is just screw it down so it stays on a straight line as recommended by the instruction. So once you have it here, the brake is not engaged. So once you engage the brake, the spring is going to go in tension, and that will cause the brake light to go on. All right, next step is very easy. You just connect each wire to each color. So this is the brake. It's pretty straightforward. The white to the white, yellow to the yellow, red to the red. You see the male and the female. Straightforward, easy to connect. So you just go ahead and connect that and be done with the lights, the brake switch light. All right, next we're going to install the light switch kit to this column, steering column. So essentially, this is it, the part here. It's fairly easy. I'm just gonna put the part here, and I'm gonna tighten those screws and clamps. All right, next I do a 30-meter hole right here for my USB port. And I run the USB down, and I'm gonna connect the USB. It's labeled USB on the cable, so you don't need to think about what cable to connect to the USB. So essentially, pretty straightforward. I just went here, I drill a hole. I use a 30-meter. I use a drill bit, 30-meter. So pretty straightforward. Just went, zoom, done. Then I put the USB port there. So next step for me is I'm gonna drill essentially 20-meter. I have a hole saw, 20-meter hole saw. I'm gonna do it to the dashboard. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to install the backup the light signal. So the one is the daylight running light. This is the low beam light, and all is the off position. Essentially, the dashboard has already has a pin, if you can see it. See that dot right here is what you want to drill through with the hole saw. So I'm going to do this a second, and I will be right back. All right, guys, pretty straightforward. Drill my hole. I'm just going to use some sandpaper, sand it around just to keep it nice and clean. So right after I'm done sanding, I'm just going to go ahead and install the kit. All right, last step of my installation is I'm gonna connect since I've ran all the wires and everything is complete, I didn't close anything yet, so I can check that everything is working just fine. So I'm going to attach the DC converter to the main supply of the golf cart. So essentially this comes like those 2, negative and positive, just gonna hook them to the battery and just lock the battery back in place. All right. I'm gonna do that, and I'll be back right in a second. All right, I'm done with the installation. I ran all the wire, connected the DC converter. I actually tried, but I'm gonna try for the sake of the video. When you switch the golf cart on, you see the headlights are blinking. That's just normal. That's because it's on standby. I notice it's because it's on standby, it's gonna blink like this. And then so if you put the actual turn signal, I put the left turn signal. If you put the right, it's blinking right. if you push the brake, when I push the brake light is actually working. You can see it from a video, but let's try pushing the brake. The horn is working. Hazard light, when you switch hazard light, you get hazard going on both sides. When you have hazard light, all the lights are going in. What else I have here? So yeah, essentially those lights are always gonna blink if you're on standby mode. As soon as you start driving off, it's gonna go off. It's gonna actually just be on whatever mode you want it on. So thanks for watching. If this video helped you, appreciate you put the like. All I have to do right now is just put everything back. That's not important. I have to secure the DC somewhere here. I'm just gonna screw it right here to the middle plate here. Right here. All right. Thanks for watching, guys.